Alright, shalom, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all infinite praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachakodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, the elder bishops across the four winds of the earth that puts in teaching the truth and all sincerity and righteousness, as well as you brothers, you Akim, that also puts in teaching the truth. And shalom to the Aqua family, your very few sisters who have been in order and keeping the faith in the last days to doing y'all need to be doing. And shalom to the Salakia. Shalom to the Lord's elect, the 144,000 and 1/3. Shalom to y'all, as we call ourselves the hopeful elect. Alright. Coming back to you through the spirit power, Yahweh Shema with shout with another lesson and exhortation. And Lord willing, may be edifying straight to the point. Alright. Just on man, as of the times we coming into, man, you know what I'm saying, that is Jacob's trouble, which is the time that it ought to be clear for everybody to see. You know, with Trump getting ready to pass the big beautiful budget bill, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know, as they getting ready to pass this, and they finna have the whole house. I believe they done had the Congress still vote on it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really pay much attention to the votes or anything like that, but from what brother's been saying, it's been like 51-50. Okay? But once that thing get fully passed on, man, that's when all hell, that's when, you know, that's when things, that's when you may see things starting to happen on an all-time high. You know? Cause in that bill, it got so, if I can remember correctly, of course it got conditions in it to where it's gonna have a lot of people being laid off. You know, man, it's a lot on that damn bill. I'm gonna be honest. You know, but just on that bill, man, it's a lot of things that are gonna have Jake fucked up. You know, and ultimately it could be everybody, you know what I'm saying, involved. You know, the whole country, the whole nation. Well, the whole country, yeah. The whole United States. Okay? We coming into the times when the prophets, the apostles have been warning us about to get ready for it. You know, to prepare our minds for it. Okay? So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, as he constantly had done when all the prophets that he had used to preach his word, right? To establish his word unto his people, right? Ezekiel, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Zechariah, Apostle Paul, right? So on and so forth, right? Verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And as you see, it's coming, everything that the Lord has prophesied through his men and that they have written down for our learning in these times is coming to pass. Okay? It's coming to pass. Alright? And ultimately, the main prophecy that we're waiting on is that MOTB, the mark of the beast, which is the micro seal, the RFID seal that you will either have to take either in your right hand or in your forehead, which ultimately, whatever body part you choose to fucking take it in, which are weird asses. Alright? And of course that's only meant for the fucking 2/3, you know, because only the 2/3 would be the ones to take that mark, right? We all know the elect would not take that mark. Again, the elect, right? The remnant, I'm having trouble saying that name. The very select few Israelites that the Lord will show mercy on these times, they will not take the chip. Right? That's the elect. Verse 3, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And that just spoken, that just, you know what I'm saying, speak clearly. All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And that's exactly what's going to happen to these 2/3 for their lack of faith, for their lack of for their lack of obedience. Right? For their rebellion, for them not obeying the laws, statutes, commandments, right, of the Lord, of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? Verse 5, behold, saith the Lord. And I'm ultimately, I'm gonna just read to wherever the Spirit may have me to. Again, you see the time, I don't want to leave at like 5. You know what I'm saying, at this plantation, but it is what it is. You know, if it's upon my spirit to go into it again later, then so be it. Verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, and the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. The wicked works have been they're fulfilling most of their works now. Ultimately, with that MOTB, it would not be fulfilled. Well, in the sense of as it being prophecy and them making mandatory, yes, but as they you know what I'm saying, actually achieving that new world order, nah, fuck that, no, not not in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He gonna cast this world down. He gonna destroy this world. Thus saith the Lord. Okay. According to the scriptures, according to written prophecy, this place is destined for destruction. Okay? Verse 7, therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Right? The hopeful elect on this side, as we call ourselves, man, you know, we constantly praying and constantly crying unto the Lord to come and bring your judgment upon Babylon. You know, bring your wrath upon Babylon. We want to see this bitch destroyed, man. You know, having to live amongst our people and having to see the shit that they doing. You know, all the wicked shit, all the folly, the abominations, man. Fuck. It's really fuck our people, man. It's really fuck our people, the 2/3. Alright? Okay, here it is. The prophets are out again, prophesying the word, prophesying, you know what I'm saying, the destruction of this place, prophesying about teaching about the kingdom, right? About salvation through Yahweh Shai. Our people don't want to listen. Why? Because it's so embedded and grafted towards so-called grafted to Christianity, right? Plantation Christianity. That's where they drafted to. That's where they spirit attracts to. You know, which ultimately their spirit ought to be grafted to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but it's not that way in our people. You know, all they do and talk about is Jesus, right? Most of them even call upon Jesus or whatever. You know, they call upon the universe and shit like that. You know, a lot of our people even do rituals still to this day. You know what I'm saying? Some false gods. So some just be breaking the not even some, but just majority of our people are wicked as hell, man. Majority of our people are wicked as fuck. You know? And that's why the Lord got to come and destroy this place, man. You know? And not even just our people, as well as Esau, you know what I'm saying, the so-called white man, the wicked that the Bible speaks of, you know, and his fucking, his hurtful words, his wicked deeds, you know? For that violence against thy brother Jacob, he should be, paraphrasing Obadiah 1:10, you know, thou should be cut off forever. You know? The Lord going to cast this devil down and do away with him after 1,000 years of slavery that he will be under the Israelites. Okay? Verse 9, therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smiting. So Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua 114 or 441. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smiting, with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell, and with a fearful constellation. That's the missiles. When the missiles come, it's going to kill off whoever is left here, man. Once the elect redeem once the Lord, once Yahweh Shai and the angels redeem the elect, whoever being left here, they're going to die. Their whole body is going to disintegrate right on the spot. Okay? There will be no left of a person once the missiles hit upon the ground. And that blast, that fire, that heat, that fervent heat, once that hit your body, that's your ass. Alright? That's your ass. Let's see. Like I said, down. It's a lot. It's a lot. Alright. This is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14. And it reads, the great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, and a day, it's like a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers, and that's Babylon today. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in that day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. And that's the 2/3 of our people, right? The wicked of our people, and as well as the actual wicked, the Edomites. Okay, the elites, the elites of the Edomites, they're going to slavery. They're not going to be touched by the fire, you know. They ain't not even going to be touched by the fire. They could be saved for when we put them in chains and take them over to start giving them assignments, you know. But the rest of the Edomites, the low the low level Edomites, right? The ones that living amongst Jay, that going to your regular grocery stores, buying all types of bullshit, going by McDonald's, always causing a commotion up because you ain't got shit your fucking way. You know, all the Karens, all their ass, man. You know, even the slightly rich that is on this side. Majority of the Edomites will be perished. Majority of the Edomites and 2/3 of our people will perish in the lake of fire, which burneth with fire and brimstone. Right? That's the missiles. Okay? The Lord going to bring missiles upon this place and destroy the wicked, destroy all who had turned against him and those that blaspheme his name. You know? So yeah, man. Ultimately, I just want to do a little quick video. You know, Lord willing, it was edifying, man. And hopefully you, Lord willing, I may come back and do another one like this. I don't know, man, but let me go ahead and get inside. You know, and I'll go ahead and upload this video. Lord willing, y'all was edified through the spirit of power. Yahweh Shem was shy. Until the next time, I say Shalom and the Bible ball. Until the next